this isn't a wake-up call, I don't know what is. Like, you are friggin' dying and somebody can't save you because your fatness is in the way. Hey guys, it's Jermaine and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, I just want to say welcome. My name is Jermaine. I make videos about the fat acceptance, fat liberation, body positive movement. I share with you guys my thoughts in this community and also how they influenced my life back when I was obese myself. I believed in a lot of their teachings, I followed a lot of their ways, and then somewhere along the way I had an epiphany, I changed my life, and now I'm here making videos exposing this movement. So if you're into those kind of videos and you'd like to hear my take on stuff, then you might want to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell because I upload new videos at least once a week. And if you're returning to my channel, I just want to say welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for being a part of my little family here on YouTube. I love you guys and appreciate you so much. Recently, I started getting into reading articles about fat acceptance because I feel like usually I find most of my content on TikTok, and boy, the stuff that I found when I read articles, because I feel like TikTok, a lot of the people that post stuff on there, it can be anyone. They don't really have to be someone very like articulate. They don't have to be someone who is like well known. Anybody like you and me, like everyone can just randomly post on TikTok. Whereas when it comes to like articles online, like this is an article that today we're going to look at is from The Guardian. When it comes to articles like this, they genuinely put in work to look for this kind of fat activists who are changing the world, to write articles about them or to hear what they have to say. And so I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at some fat acceptance related articles that I found online and see what like genuine famous fat activists are talking about or spreading around the world. Today's one, we're going to take a look at this article. It's called New York's Fat Beach Day gives plus size people a space to be themselves. And now I guess there's a fat beach day. I don't even know whether this was like a thing from before or it just started, but let's just read and see what they have to say. Jacob Riis Beach hosts the day of body positivity and fun in the city at the heart of the fat acceptance movement. Then you have a picture of the famous Jordan Underwood. I don't think I've ever spoken about Jordan Underwood on my channel. Today, I guess we're going to talk about her a little bit. Fat Beach Day events are springing up across the US in an effort to fight back against fat phobia, reclaim safe spaces for the community, and honor plus size culture. You know what's really funny about this? Fat acceptance are like, we are more than our bodies, but also fat acceptance, Fat Beach Day event. And what does reclaim safe spaces for the community even mean? Are people just shooting at fat people every day? Throwing sand at your fat body or trying to drown you? What are you talking about? Why are you making it so much heavier than it actually is? Safe spaces. I feel like to say that you feel unsafe as a fat person is such a heavy word. You can feel discriminated, but you can't say you feel unsafe because that's just too intense. Like, what is happening to you at the beach that makes you feel unsafe? To actually have a designated day to celebrate the fatness of your body is crazy. Fat acceptance, we are not glorifying obesity, but also them creating a special day to celebrate fat bodies. What is happening? Fat bodies is not something that you should be celebrating. There's nothing good about your fat body. There's nothing positive about saying, hey, look at my fat and how heavy I am. Isn't this just great? Listen, Jordan Underwood is very famous in the fat acceptance movement. I see her like everywhere. I see her on people's podcasts. Apparently, like she's the one planning this event and she's a real danger to society. I feel like she is really dangerous.
Baddie gon' get what she like. So what's your sign? Cause I like you. Got a place we can stay for the night, but I'm too shy to invite you.
Girlfriend looks like a health hazard on her own and is definitely like one fall away from being seriously injured. She is not something anyone should aspire to be. And it's crazy that she gets to go on all these different podcasts and share just really dangerous message to young people. Like, it's so wild. It's one thing to be a little curvy, you know, maybe have a little tummy and you're talking about body positive and, you know, not everybody have a flat stomach. No, it's one thing to do that. It is another thing to look like this, like you really are a health hazard and you are going around telling people that this is good. Like, they should be proud of this. I can't believe the amount of people that are willing to give her a platform to talk. She's a model. Like, this person is a model.
calling all plus-size fashion girlies. I'm Jordan, and I'm a plus-size model, and if you're anything like me, you know I'm always looking for that perfect pair of denim. Thanks to Universal Standard, I found it. And now you can too with their annual denim drive. Universal Standard is the world's most size-inclusive brand and is famous for its denim collection, where you can get super high-quality, comfortable denim staples that fit perfectly on sizes 00 through 40. Starting on Black Friday and lasting until December 3rd, shoppers can snag new and best-selling denim jackets, jeans, shorts, overalls, skirts, and shirts starting at just $35. Happy shopping!
Seriously. Like, have you seen my silhouette? Sheesh. It's giving main character energy.
See, I don't care if people want to give up and don't want to lose weight and don't care about their body. Like, I don't care. It's your body. It's your life. Do what you want. So it's one thing to be fat and decide I don't want to change my life. I'm just going to live the way that I am. But it's another to make your self-destructive self and your self-destructive choices into something that should be celebrated. Tell me if you guys believe that this woman has no physical health issues, because I don't believe it. Or at least like physical body pains, like knee pains or back pains with all of this weight. Because as a fat person myself, I told you guys my stories. When I weighed almost 300 pounds, my knees couldn't take it. Like, it was hard for me to walk. My back was hurting all the time. So I know it is suffering. It is not easy to carry that much of weight. So is anybody gonna believe that this woman, she is so much heavier than 300 pounds? For sure. You tell me she's fine? She's healthy? She's got no pain? With a lot of fat acceptance, obese people dropping dead, the confidence that these people have to continue, number one, being a fat influencer, speaking about stupid things like celebrating this harmful body when your community is literally dying around you or getting some kind of disease from that harmful body that you're celebrating. And number two, you inviting people who you should be encouraging to choose life and not death. You should be encouraging them to not be like you, because there is no way that you are living your best life with your body like that. Like, there is no way. Instead of encouraging people to not get to the place that you are encouraging them to celebrate this body. Like, you are living an absolute lie, and you know that. Why are you encouraging people to celebrate this body? For what? Do you know how many obese people cannot get pregnant because of a body like that? Their body is so heavy that they cannot get pregnant, or even if they do, it's a danger to themselves or their baby. This right here is why we call fat acceptance a death cult. You guys are not for life, for having a future. You guys are not into people living a life. You all don't look at the future. You don't look at things 30 years from now, 40 years from now. You look at everything in the now. You don't look at health as a long-term thing. Like, what is it going to look like 30 years from now for me, for my body? What do you think is going to happen to Jordan Underwood 30 years from now? Your community is all about the now. I'm hungry now, let's eat now, let's have fun now, let's complain about other people and how they don't make us feel comfortable now. Like, everything is about the now. I have tubes in my nose and I'm dying, but I must eat my cheeseburger now. I've said it many times, I don't agree with bullying fat people for absolutely no reason. Like, you see a fat person on the street, like, I'm not for going and bullying them. I can accept and I can understand that their weight could be an outcome of some trauma that they had before, or depression that they're going through. It could even just be a phase in their life. They may not be that way for long. It could just be a phase in their life. They're going through something and then they gain a lot of weight, and then somewhere along the way they work on themselves and they lose the weight. So I would never bully or speak ill of somebody who's overweight just doing their thing, because it's none of my business. But you don't go to the extreme of accepting fatness and freaking celebrating it. Like, are you mental? We always had anti-bullying campaigns for people who encounter bullies. So we all know that fat shaming falls under bully. However, I feel like when it comes to fat acceptance, talking about body shaming, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because they call everything body shaming. For some reason, they believe if you make a chair not big enough for their butt, that's body shaming as well. Like, everything is so personal. Not everything is about you and your fatness. A little out of context, I don't know if you guys watch Emmeline Reid, but I do sometimes. Sometimes I do. I don't know, there's something about just watching her life. There isn't any to aspire. There isn't any like future there. And just watching her day to day just kind of like encourages me to stay on track and make better choices in life. I remember watching one of this Emmeline Reid story time where she shared about how she had choked on a potato, and how her partner couldn't wrap her arms around her to help her like cough out that potato that she was choking on, because ambulance too big, so the partner just started banging on her back until the potato like until like she coughed out the potato. I feel so bad for laughing. This isn't a wake-up call. I don't know what is. Like, you are friggin' dying and somebody can't save you because your fatness is in the way. If that isn't a wake-up call, then I don't know what is. If you're so big that people can't save you because your body is in the way, you are a hazard. How do you not see that? Feeling comfortable at the beach in your bikini is the least of your concern. Like, how are you going to run if suddenly there was like a tsunami or people were like shooting at you at the beach? People are like fleeing the beach. How would you run? We are not for this body, not just because it's unpleasant to look at. Okay, it is unpleasant to look at, but that's not the only reason people are against fat bodies. When I say fat bodies, we're not talking about people who are a little bit chubby. We're talking about fat. So we're not against it just because it's unpleasant to look at, but we are also against it because it is a danger to you and to other people. That body is not sustainable. If you want to live long, you can't do much with this fridge of a body. Like, I get what she's trying to do here. She's been posting a lot of videos of her doing like flexible stuff, of her like working out. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to show people that you're flexible and that you can move and you can work out, and just because you're fat, that doesn't mean anything. I get what you're trying to do, because I was one of those people who were trying to do that. I just realized I opened the article, I just read like a couple of lines and then I moved on. Guys, if you want to go check out the article, I'll link it down below. I just kind of went on a little bit of a tangent. The minute I saw Jordan Underwood, I just had some stuff to say. But basically, the whole article, I've already read it. The whole article is about this fat beach day and how everyone's so insecure going to the beach, and so that's why they need to have a fat beach day so that everyone can be in their bikinis freely. Just those type of stuff. So I get what Jordan Underwood is trying to do. The whole like, you know, just because I'm big doesn't mean I can't exercise, doesn't mean I can't dance. Like, look at me, I'm flexible, I can bend, I can touch the ground while standing without my knees bending. I can dance, I can break down on the dance floor. I get what she's trying to do, because I was trying to do those things too. Like, I was trying to compensate so hard for my fatness. I used to be in cheerleading. I told you guys before. When I was a teenager in high school, 16, 17 years old, we have cheerleading. We had like an all-star type cheerleading thing in my school, and I was a part of the team. We would go and perform here and there. And the truth is, I feel like they only wanted me because I had a lot of spirit. Like, I was just I had a very big, loud personality, so I think like that's why they wanted me. And also I could cartwheel. But let me just tell you something. This cartwheel thing, I learned it when I was a little girl. And sometimes your body remembers certain things that you've done, like it's muscle memory. So just because I'm able to cartwheel, that doesn't mean I'm a very fit person. It just means that shockingly my body remembers how to do certain things. And I feel like that's the same case here with Jordan Underwood. Just because you can do a few of these moves for like a few minutes, it's not a true test of endurance, because sometimes our muscle remembers how to do certain things that we did when we were younger, and so if we never stopped doing them, we'll still be able to do them. However, at some point, the reality of your weight will catch up, because you're overexerting your knees, you're overexerting your back. Your body is not meant to be carrying that much weight. To top it off, you're doing like really intense workouts or really intense stuff that your body cannot handle because you are too heavy to be doing this stuff. And just because you're able to do it now, that doesn't mean that you won't get injured at some point. You're doing all these gimmicks that no one asked you to do while carrying like 400, 500 pounds of weight. And you won't be able to agree with me now because your delulu brain don't want to accept, because you don't see it now. Or you do see it and you are experiencing it, but you'd never tell people about it, because that will ruin your fat acceptance brand. I really encourage people to not take this Jordan Underwood person seriously. Just because she's got this big platform and she's going all over and talking and sounding like she's some important person, she's a hazard. She's not someone that should be taken seriously at all.
I am 100% positive that none of you actually know what a fupa is. This is not a fupa, this is a stomach. FUPA is an acronym, and that's why you capitalized all the letters. It stands for fat upper area, or fat upper pubic area, as circled below. It's not this, it's this. You actually can't see my fupa in this video because of the angle and because of my overhang stomach. But rest assured, it's down there.
If you're going to make an entire video and argue with people on what constitutes as a fupa, or if yours is as big or not, you shouldn't be taken seriously. Like, seriously, what is this argument? Why are we talking about this? Is this biology class? Because I sure don't remember learning about fupa when I was in school. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you guys know who Jordan Underwood is? Have you guys seen any of these Jordan Underwood posts before? Do you guys know of her? Let me know what you guys think, and also about this article. Like, check it out and let me know what you guys think about the Fat Acceptance Beach Day. No, what is it called again? Fat Beach Day. I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because I upload new videos at least once a week. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. The links are in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in my next video.